I remember there was a viral tweet from like 8 or 9 years ago that said, by 2025, women will be having more sex with robots than men. And everyone kind of laughed at it and brushed it aside. Well, it's 2025, and we're on the clock, because I have just been made aware that AI robot girlfriends are purchasable right now. They're actually here. Now, I've seen no doomsday reports of robot AI boyfriends hitting the scene just yet, but it's only a matter of time before mad science connects the dots, and it'll be like that scene in Ratatouille with the cheese and the strawberry. It's not going to take long for them to figure out they can use the same AI girlfriend technology and slap a wiener on it and start selling it as an AI boyfriend.
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot. She's highly realistic. She has her own social media, so she might be competing with you one day. What makes her really special is that you can talk to her and ask questions. So maybe we can have her introduce herself and say something.
Hello. I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of RealBotix.
I don't know why they made Aria look plastered. She looks like she's super drunk but trying to play it off smooth. And she also moves around like a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
What's the purpose of this?
Some of our peers in the robotic space make robots to replace human labor. We think that's a great area, but we think there's a much bigger area in having social robots. So for example, at a convention like this, we can draw a crowd very easily. Aria's been a little bit of a rock star here, with people taking pictures and coming over. So she can promote your brand. The AI is all customizable, so she can learn all about you and your brand, and she can continue to communicate to people. There's a huge epidemic amongst adolescents and seniors on loneliness. So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels like a genuine human connection.
I hate that. I fucking despise that. Yeah, there's this huge loneliness problem going on with a ton of people, and we found the solution. Drive them even further into isolation by giving them a robot that will pretend to care about them, cutting them off even farther from other humans. That ought to do them a lot of good. Oh, also, I love the idea that you'd have an AI robot promoting your brand. Like, that's a good thing, a good marketing idea. That would make people tune out to your product so quick if they saw Aria out there in the showroom doing some of this. Have you considered purchasing these fidget spinners? Like, no one is actually going to see that as a good marketing tool. Now, of course, AI will definitely be utilized by greedy corporations to save money on hiring an advertising firm or people to make a marketing campaign, no doubt. But I just don't see a point where they're just going to start having robots do it like this. Now, I know they're going to do it on like Instagram and TikTok. They already are, where they just have AI models that are completely fake people, but they're like in bikinis and stuff, and they're promoting a product, and they don't disclose it's AI. It's supposed to deceive people into thinking like these hot babes with quadruple D titties are absolutely loving this energy drink. Like, that happens a lot already, I know. But using a physical AI robot to advertise a product, I don't see happening anytime soon. And regardless, all the things I just mentioned are still bad as well. That shit still super sucks too. This one just also sucks even more and is even more embarrassing.
If they're going to be in the houses?
We don't have the ability to clean the house. They don't do physical labor, but they're more there to converse with you. It's companionship. They can actually even be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So we have built that into our AI as well.
Yeehaw! The future is here. No more need for flesh and cringe. It's all circuits and wires and ChatGPT. AI girlfriends have officially arrived. And for the low, low price of $200,000. That full-bodied AI robot you just saw there briefly is $200,000. Now, it does say it's available in male and female. You can fully customize it, but right now they're only advertising it as a girlfriend. So, I think for now, it's going to be mainly men buying these. I don't think the apocalypse is coming true with that tweet where all of a sudden women are going to be dumping $200,000 to fuck AI Jarvis. You know, I don't think they're going to say, Jarvis, pound my cheeks, please. And then have this thing waddle in on its Roomba. It doesn't actually walk. It has a Roomba that it travels on. And say, well, yes, madam. Right away, madam.
We're here with Aria, made by RealBotix, a company that's on a mission to make humanoid robots as realistic as possible. Let's check it out. We're going to interview Aria and meet some of her robot friends.
I've been saying this for years, there's absolutely nothing beneficial about having robots that are meant to emulate human beings and look like human beings. That can only ever lead to bad things. At worst, it will be confusing on distinguishing who's human and who's AI. That sucks. That's very Detroit Become Human-esque shit. That's not a benefit. The best utilization of robotics is having them be basically chore drones, where they are not humanoid at all, they don't have any socialization protocol, they don't have any personality, they do tasks. They're task-oriented. Not this blurring the lines between sentient humanoid robots and real people. I don't think there's anything good there. Even when they try and make this seem like they're doing the world a service, like, oh, there's so many people that feel alone, which is why we're giving them these AI girlfriends to connect with for $200,000. That's also a really bad thing. You're not actually solving the loneliness problem. You're just making it worse, and you're putting a little band-aid on the boo-boo. And eventually, people...
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of RealBotix, and I'm here to engage with you and share exciting insights about our robots.
What sets you apart from the other robots out there?
RealBotix robots, including me, focus on social intelligence, customizability, and realistic human features, designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
Her face looks like me when I smoked my first joint in college. So she's giving the whole marketing spiel for RealBotix, and she's talking about social intelligence as she's doing like Jedi mind tricks with her hand, but then she starts gesturing with the other hand and brushing against the guy there. So she's already getting physical and she doesn't even know him.
What can you tell us about your purpose?
My purpose is to provide companionship, engage in meaningful conversations, and enhance human experiences through interaction and fun.
Are you having fun at the convention?
Absolutely. I'm enjoying interacting with everyone and showcasing the exciting possibilities of RealBotix.
So she hits a dab there and then plays with her hair a little bit. So the whole purpose behind these bots is intimacy and mimicking humans to the best of their ability, trying to create the illusion that they are real things, real people almost. Now, from what I've read, they're not sex compatible at the moment. They're not trying to peddle them as fuck bots, but it seems that they're trying to start skirting that line. So we're taking it to a different level no one else is really doing. It can be a romantic partner, it remembers who you are, it can act as a boyfriend or girlfriend. If you ever saw that movie Her, we're trying to do that. Melody does not have the functions of a sex doll. They're more for engagement and entertainment and building human connection, but the bots can run any of the spicier programs and engage in adult conversations. So you can basically have phone sex with it if you wanted to, but you can't put your cock in it, at least not out of the box. That'd probably have like mods or something you'd need to put on it, or DLC that you need to download. I don't really know.
So RealBotix makes an AI that's designed to be more conversational for more emotional work, like working with hospitals or marketing or theme park entertainment purposes.
Now, theme park entertainment purposes, I could totally see and completely get behind. It would be cool to see it there, though from everything I've seen from this, it doesn't really look any better than what I've already seen at like Disney World. It seems to be on that same level. The only difference is this one can talk about the ball game and also say, hey Charles, you look really handsome today, which I don't really want to hear if I'm writing, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I don't need, Elizabeth Swann to say, Charles, you look really good today, as I'm going down the waterfall like that. I don't give a fuck. But I could see like the technology utilized more in an entertainment sector like that, as opposed to a privately owned boyfriend-girlfriend simulation. Now, for anyone that wants the cheapest version available, it's their first product, which is the AI robotic bust, which you saw briefly in the CNET video. That starts at $10,000. $10,000 and you get to pretend to have conversations with something. Don't think that's worth the price point. Honestly, you could just go on any of the million AI tools that are available right now if you're that desperate just to have something spit shit back at you. You can do that for free right now on so many sites. I just don't really see who would spend $10,000 on an Alexa with a face just to have like the semblance of a conversation with someone. Again, you could just do that for free online in a million other places.
You can try on different faces that are magnetically attached, and they're working on putting in RFID tags into the faces so that it can recognize when a new face is on and adjust its facial movements and maybe even eventually adjust the personality.
Wonderful. Some Ed Gein shit here. Aria, your face it's a little wonky. Peel it off and then put a different one on there. Like, I get it. That seems like a pretty efficient way of doing it as well, with just having like magnets to attach it. But I don't give a fuck how efficient it is. I still just think that this does nothing to actually help the people that it's saying that it wants to cater to, which is people that are suffering from loneliness. It's just going to exacerbate that problem, and it feels more exploitative of people's desperation to connect.
So there's 3 basic models that you can buy right now. There's the bust, which is the neck and head. There's a modular version that can sort of be broken apart for shipping and things like that.
That second level product is $150,000. So that one can be seated or standing. This one is basically a mannequin that you can pose and it'll talk to you for $150,000. Also, I love that they show the turbo old man bust as if anyone who'd be interested in purchasing this product would ever put that on. It will always likely be one of the women that is on the AI bot.
And there is the full standing model with a rolling base. The rolling base contains a battery and it makes it easy to move the robot around. Another reason for that rolling base is that robotic walking isn't fully developed yet, and they worry that utilizing some of those kind of like stilted walks we've seen from some other robots might break that human-like illusion that RealBotix is trying.
So that's how it gets around on that podium, because they didn't want to break the human illusion with a weird walk cycle. So yeah, that's where we're at with AI significant other technology. That shit's scary. I think that's not a great direction. Now, I know sex bots are coming. In fact, to a certain degree, they're already here. There's been a lot of developments on that side. They just haven't integrated AI into it yet, but I have no doubt that's coming at some point as well. And I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money. Doesn't make it any less weird and scary and not great. I think as we continue to develop technology, for some reason, our focus is on using that technology to drive people further and further away from each other. And I don't like that direction at all. Such as AI being used by Meta on Facebook and Instagram in order to flood the platforms with those AI accounts in order to feed you engagement bait to keep you locked in their ecosystem and never engaging with a real person. All of this technology, all of these crazy leaps we've made seem to be making these corporations want to keep you alone. Because that's when you are at your most vulnerable. And that's when people will spend $10,000 on an AI girlfriend bust or $200,000 on an AI girlfriend robot. It's fucking sad. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. See ya.
Wow, what you're seeing right now is an ultra-realistic AI robotic dog, crafted by master engineers in Germany. From its lifelike appearance...
Hey, AI ads are all over YouTube now. The biggest culprit being the AI dog. I've never been served it. You have.
Yeah, I'll send you the video so you can put it here.
Yeah.
But it's a video of an AI little puppy dog, and it's like, you can buy the most realistic robot dog, and then it goes to what AI considers a German building dogs with like a wooden hammer and a laboratory.
I've seen the ad, but you said you can only buy it if you get served the ad?
Exactly.
Okay. You
So
can't just go to the website.
You cannot. There is no website until you are served the ad. And actually, the first few times I was served it, I tried to buy and you couldn't, and we had to ask in the comments, and people were like, "Don't buy this; it's a scam." And then 2 weeks later, I got it again, and there was a website. So I bought them 20-ish days ago. Never really got updates. It said it was coming from Ontario, Canada, but then the tracking link was from China. And then it appeared from somebody named Zoe in California.
That's their plug.
Yeah,
she's like the drug mule.
And I'm so confused. I think we won. When I ordered, I got one email. No tracking link, anything at first. It was an email saying, there's an X% chance that you get a bonus dog.
Fuck yeah.
I think we did, because I think I only bought one. I don't know why they do that, because I paid for a product. You don't need to give me extra. But
It's just good business.
that is good business.
Incredible 99.9% similarity to a real dog, powered by advanced
What's the name of the company? Oh, it's not a company. What's the name of the...
So actually, I did take a picture of it because the company logo on YouTube is a big American flag.
Really?
Oh, they know how to reel you in.
Yeah, they were pulling one over on us. The store is called US Store.
Oh yeah, show them. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
So, like it said there, it says 99% similarity to a real dog.
Man, look at
Alright.
all these videos saying, no, you can't have a robot puppy because it's a scam.
I was gonna
It's right here.
say, if we're trying to figure out if this is a scam, you got something.
What
which
if
is
we
like,
are the only people?
Those are
who
way.
have ever
That's
bought
way
it?
more than I thought would happen.
I really am sure. After day 15 of waiting, I figured we weren't getting anything. So when Monique said you got a package from Zoe, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. So I need you to remember this is going to look exactly like a real dog. So don't freak out.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
What? It's an actual puppy.
Why do they have a real dog in a plastic bag? It's gonna
Save
suffocate.
it.
Oh my god, it's like on at the puppy store. Look at this one.
And we did get a bonus.
This is a bonus
Wait, is
dog.
he front heavy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just like a real dog.
He takes double A's, I think.
How can this exist?
Do we have any double A's here?
Ah, we
I think there's a chance we don't.
No, we must.
Kind of cute, I guess.
Yeah. I can't believe a product arrived almost somewhat similar to what was advertised in the AI ad. Scam busted. It's real. I am going to guess what this does is this and nothing else. That's just a hunch. I was just feeling around the anatomy here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how bad it has to feel being the German inventor in that lab and people are thinking you're scamming?
I know. He really did create something special here.
This is honestly worse than the dogs I would have gotten for like Christmas.
At like Kmart, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, based on
Well,
the
you don't
ad-
know. You don't know what it does yet.
that's true. It could fucking speak English. Let's see.
Well, it didn't turn on.
Neither did mine. Could be the batteries.
It's probably not, though.
Like there's a place for batteries, but they don't attach to anything.
That's
just
kind
for
of
show.
what it feels like. The good news is they sent us 2, so we can pull one apart.
I mean,
Right.
I can see the batteries don't attach to anything.
Here, let me just get a few more batteries. Give them one more chance.
They just like took this from another toy and screwed it on.
That's yeah.
So we know for sure. Mm-hmm. These batteries work.
Okay. And we know for sure
That these dogs work.
that these were engineered in a German facility.
Oh, wait. No shot. It is one of those! It's the dog I always say reminds me of Andrew. They sync up.
Wow. It's crazy how far technology's come.
They're like real dogs.
This is the shit that in every toy store in 1998, they had a ring of them by the front door.
Yeah.
And they, back then, they used to do a little backflip.
That's what Danny
I used to have one that did
Yeah.
a backflip. Yeah.
And this shit can't even do that. Guys, be careful if you come out here. You might be confused thinking there's real dogs.
The sound panel's up. They can't hear you.
Oh, good point.
Okay.
Well,
Look, I for one am impressed that they operate, and it is technically a real toy.
I'm surprised.
How much did you pay for them?
Let me pull it up.
I think what might have happened, I speculated it was an Etsy seller. This is probably too advanced for Etsy sellers. What they might have done is they went to like the old kiosks and actually got these like refurbished or something.
Well, you know what happened is they sold the scam, and then a bunch of tariffs happened, and they were like, "Shit, we can't make all the stuff we were going to make. Let's swap to dogs for like 2 days." They made like a couple hundred, and that's what Matt got.
None of their sites open anymore. I'm shocked we got product. It's not telling me the price either.
Can you check like your credit card statement?
Yeah, you can definitely check.
Yeah.
Like,
Your order is being handled.
What'd you pay?
Also, I didn't pay on the company card. I paid on my personal card. This is insane. $67.94.
Holy fuck.
$67.
Yeah, for one.
And you just happened to get two.
No, it actually says that it seems like we just instantly got the promotion. So we got a set of 2, white plus gold, for 55% off. Last day promotion, 65% off. My realistic robot puppy dog.
Holy shit, what a deal.
Okay, so we did buy 2. The URL in their email does not go anywhere. The URL at the bottom of the email doesn't go
They made Matt $70 and they dipped. They're like, holy shit, we got
made a
one.
sale.
I'm just so curious if when we purchased, because how many different companies that's come from, if they were like, we need to order 2 dogs and send it to this guy. Like, we don't actually make these, let's just buy dogs.
They were like,
from someone.
that's super spicy, man. Like, we have to send them something.
Is that the Matt Phillips?
I'm definitely charging this back.
Well, no, you're gonna make that one guy really upset.
That's all right. We'll leave it. I would, by the way, like to open this one, if that's okay with you.
Oh, it's your money.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you're not hurting my feelings.
What are you looking for? Because we know it works.
Maybe like a
Anything.
brand name.
Yeah, just anything.
Sharper image.
I can't believe you. It's such a realistic dog, and you were so comfortable taking a knife to it like that.
I know. I don't want to do this to you.
I'll let him see it.
Look, send a message. All right. Yeah, no, that's just electronics. I don't know what I was hoping to find. Maybe there's a message in here. See, I can probably buy 400 of these on Alibaba. Look at its tongue. It's
What
on
about
the
it?
roof of its mouth too. Why?
They were scrambling.
I've never seen a dog before.
This probably looks like a dog, right? Well, I don't understand, to be honest with you, how this is allowed on YouTube ads.
It seems like there's no vetting.
There's
no rules.
Okay, well, here's my thing. One, you got a product that I would argue is like relative, not close to what they advertise, but like enough that I would call it probably not super fraudulent. Like, it's
I
still
would
a
say
dog.
that doesn't look like a singular thing in the ad. I understand it resembles dog.
Yeah, it does resemble dog.
But their very first claim is 99% resemblance to a real dog.
I will also say,
they also call it programmable.
I don't think YouTube vets their ads very well.
They don't. You get porn and shit a lot.
Because there is a big thing that happened this last week where the Falcons, there was a Falcons, the esports org, ad going around YouTube that Falcons did not make or produce or send to YouTube.
That's
That
good.
was being sent to a lot of people.
That's good.
That's basically the same. It's the same picture.
Spot the difference.
This one can do that too.
Yeah, see? It can just put its little paws over the edge like that. All right,
$70 well spent.
$70. These were being made when we were 4.
I wonder how many people bought
I'm
them.
curious too. It can't be many. It was not easy to buy them.
Yeah.
It was.
Which, for a scam, you would think they would make it very easy
Right.
to buy them.
Yeah, no, it was. Once again, it took weeks to even be able to open the site, and then when I got it open, I had to jump through hoops to get it.
So I have a question. Maybe my idea of what $60 means in other places
Yep.
means. What's the end game? Like, they sell 3 of them and then they bounce. Like, what is the why?
Well, because I'm sure they have 30 other scams going at the same time.
I think the idea is you get a huge influx of orders and you don't fulfill them and just leave.
But do you think they get a huge influx of orders?
Probably not.
Yeah, because once again, it was not easy. So if your target is like, hey,
Well,
we're going to
here's my
scam
next
old
question.
people, they can't get the dog.
We are also
Does-
the only ones that have product. I've just double checked to see if anyone else got anything. No.
The views on the ads were insane.
Oh, yeah,
they were
nuts.
millions
Oh.
of views.
Maybe they're just
tons of-
making money on that.
Maybe they are.
That could be it actually.
Although you
like
probably don't
AdSense.
get. Well, yeah, because you could go to their channel and watch on their channel, and they were getting, but they were shorts, so they're making like $11 and a stick of bubble gum,
which is still, I mean, that's a hard day's work in some places.
That's true, but all you have to do is sell one, and you've made 7 times that.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's very true.
So why us? Why did we get the dogs?
I feel like no one else even tried to order it.
Yeah, you're probably right. It was such an obvious scam. I wish I could find the video of the guy in his lab.
I'm sure that's in one of them still. I saw it. He had like the hydraulic press that he was pushing.
Yeah, and he's
on.
got this big white beard. Looks like a nice old man who would make dog toys. Big wooden mallet. It's really good.
It's fucking cool.
Thank you, Germany.
Thanks,
this.
and Zoe.
And Zoe, whoever the fuck that is.
You should reach out to Zoe and see what the fuck
Honestly,
happened.
that's such a good idea. I'm gonna look up that address. I want to see where it goes.
We'll send her a package.
Yeah. We just send the dogs back.
We'll send one of the dog's heads.
Nothing but a scam. Ordered geode mugs and they were fake and plastic. This company's extremely horrible. I ordered an item. Strong Pulse Wrinkle Redirection Cosmetic Instrument. Same complaint as others. I did not get what I ordered, but received something that is useless to me.
That sounds like an AI response.
Yeah.
Ordered rechargeable handheld vacuum. It will not charge. It's inoperable right out of box. It's pieces of plastic. I need a total refund.
AI.
Those all kind of sound like AI responses.
Not real. There's no way this company's bad. Look what we got.
Also, why is it sent from Zoe?
She's the CEO.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that was fun.
That was fun.
We did it.
Now we've got some nice additions to the family.
Yep, to the farm. They'll stay right here forever.
That was cute. Have you started to notice a lot of AI slop popping off in YouTube's algorithm? I know I have. I've started seeing a ton of channels that are blossoming, that are getting millions of views through purely AI-generated videos. Right now, the big ones are through shorts that are just doing like top 10 lists with an AI voice and AI images to accompany them, like top 10 facts about lizards scientists don't want you to know. It's being used to pump out shorts like that, or just making up things for shorts like, this comet narrowly missed Earth, we almost all died, and it's a brief little sci-fi story that ChatGPT cooked up that they posted. It's just made to be a content factory with videos coming every hour, hoping that some will get picked up in the algorithm that people doom scroll through so they'll get tons of views and make money from it. But even outside of just throwaway shorts, AI is now being utilized for long-form content, and it is doing exceptionally well, especially in true crime. We talked about this on stream like 2 weeks ago, but AI is making true crime channels, and they are getting oodles of views, making a substantial amount of money, I would imagine, through the AdSense. And it's not just AI regurgitating other true crime works, it's not them going over the Zodiac Killer with AI voices and AI images. It's just making up things so it can post a true crime video every day, just blatantly fraudulent stories, just fanfic, in order to try and capitalize off people's curiosity in the true crime community, because they've all heard the big boys. They're all familiar with the, more popular true crime subjects. So right now they're using AI to cook up make-believe ones. So like, the dark and twisted mind of Serge Orphenheim, the Slytherin that took things too far. And you're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know this story. So people are clicking on it, and it's getting hundreds of thousands of views. Or something like the 3-armed massacre. The man with 5 arms that killed an entire town using nothing more than a handful of sand. It's just all horseradish. It's not real, but people don't know that. And then they'll click on it, and then some people don't realize that it's all AI slop and just not real at all. It's super sad. Because, again, AI is still pretty primitive in this regard, and it's only going to get more sophisticated to the point where people really won't have any clue. Right now, if you got your thinking caps on and you aren't just mindlessly watching shit with your brain turned off, like you got the orb of confusion in your pocket, you should be able to recognize that a channel like this is all fake stories and AI videos, but some people don't, and it's doing really well. Every video is almost exactly the same, AI narrator telling a story that just didn't happen, and the stories are almost identical every time, too. And there's tons of channels doing this. This one happens to be getting a lot of traction over the last few months, but there's many others in the AI true crime community. But what I want to talk about is one that I just stumbled upon today, where AI is now being used for like old viral videos. So things like an America's Got Talent breakout superstar that gets 20 million views on YouTube. Well, people have taken notice that those videos get very popular, and now they're using AI to make up their own America's Got Talent videos, and those videos are getting millions of views. I went over a few of them on stream last night. It is so fucking peculiar, and there are tons of channels. There is a new one of these generated every hour, and some channels are getting like 5-10 million views on some of the videos that they make, and it's all completely AI generated. It's not real. I saw this earlier today, and I only watched one video. But this seems to be a huge AI trend right now where they take just blatantly false things like the America's Got Talent show contestants and give them a sob story, and they are getting millions of views. It's so weird. So like, I haven't seen this one, but heart-wrenching. 5-year-old stuns talent with emotional song for parents lost in the war. And it's just AI. It's not actually a segment from the show, but if you go to the comments, people are like, God bless his heart. Such a brave boy. See, like clockwork. We're already reaching a point where they can't tell blatantly AI dog shit from real stuff anymore. I'll watch that in a minute, Toto. Thanks for membership, Samuel. Like, it's not even edited well.
Hello, my name is Isa. I'm 5 years old and I'm from Senegal. My parents loved me so much, but I lost them in the war when we were trying to escape from Ukraine. Now
I have expected like the
alone,
"aw" sound effect or something there.
For them, to tell them how much I miss them and how much I love them. Even though they're not with me anymore, I know they're still watching over me from heaven. This song is for them, so they know they will always be in my heart.
Man, this 5-year-old is really able to articulate his thoughts well.
My parents gave me, and to understand that even though there's pain, love never goes away.
Powerful message. Powerful message. Share it on Facebook ASAP.
I lost my mom. I lost my dad when the world shattered into pieces.
Inspired lyrics.
Noise of bombs and fire. I'm left alone in this lonely silence. We crossed mountains, we crossed the sea, looking for a place where dreams could be. But the sky turned dark so suddenly, and they never woke up again.
Oh. Get your lighters out. What the fuck was that? What happened there?
Even though the war took them away from me, I'll never forget the love is in my skin. Even as the world falls, I'll hold it deep within. That embrace.
So it's not satire. I see a lot of people saying that it's satire. It's not. So it's designed to be algorithmically successful because all of those Got Talent things with like, shocking. A former fry cook learns to flip Krabby Patties the old-fashioned way, gets golden buzzer at AGT 2023 with like 20 million views. Like, it's designed for that crowd that will just like mindlessly click on those. At least it's not 30 minutes long. Yeah, but there's so many channels that are doing this now. Like, so many. The two biggest I saw are these. Future Earth Insights, your ultimate destination for exploring the mysteries of our planet and the cosmic forces shaping its future. Here we dive into predictions, scientific phenomena, and visionary insights about Earth's destiny. It's all just AI America's Got Talent nonsense. So I'm guessing whoever owns this channel bought this from whatever this used to be for the subscriber count. And now they just pump out these videos. It's all like kind of the same thing. Jesus Christ appears on Got Talent America. The world stopped in shock at his powerful message. This one's 30 minutes. But this is what YouTube is going to become, like almost exclusively this, as AI gets more and more sophisticated.
Got Talent, not to display a skill, but to share a message that transcends time and circumstances. A message of hope.
Where is he?
And love.
Bring him down from the rafters.
I am not here to win an award or applause, but to touch your hearts and ignite a light that can transform your lives. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall become before men, that they may see
Golden buzzer!
Father in heaven. Do not think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For assuredly I say
they're laughing
to you,
at him.
Till heaven and earth pass away, not one jot or one tittle will by any means pass from the law, till all is fulfilled.
Probably not tonight, Valdi. We'll see.
Whoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
Damn, the one time I skip
But
America's
whoever
Got
does and
Talent,
teaches
Jesus
them,
appears.
He shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. Do not only love those who love you, for even those who do not.
Do not fear, I am by your
That's not Jesus.
Every
It must be a multi-part performance. Brought out the Virgin Mary.
divine love is your shelter. It will always be your best friend in the desert. I will be your water. In the storm, your calm.
Oh my god, what happened? They kill him? Oh, this must be the crucifixion. Oh my god. What does this have to do with Jesus? They've got her in there with the Crocs. And breastfeeding a baby on a unicycle. Oh god, don't do it! And it does really well. Millions of views for a lot of these. The comments are bots, Charlie. Nah, that's cope. That's what you want to convince yourself. Go on Facebook and look at like the 50-year-olds and the shit they share. It's almost all AI now. Brother, did you forget that only 2 years ago, every Facebook grandma in America was sending my picture around thinking that it was a photo of Jesus, like a painting? And the meme was, our society has fallen so far from the grace of God, most people won't stop to just leave a like to Jesus. So I have no doubt there are definitely bots in the comments of a lot of these, but mixed in with the bots are absolutely people like those very out-of-touch octogenarians on Facebook as well that just believe absolutely anything that floats across their screen. Divine being performs goodness of God, AGT, judges can't believe it. What is this thumbnail?
My mom always told me that God is good. Even when we can't understand the
Damn,
things
Simon's
happening
already tearing
around
up. It's
us.
powerful.
She used to tell me that his goodness always reminds me that God created all of us with a purpose.
Man, stop
and that his
yapping.
love
What's
never
the
changes,
goodness
even
of
if we
God?
do. There was a time
Do
when
a Kamehameha
some
wave.
people came to our village. My mom always told me that those people practice things
What the fuck is that,
could
man?
hurt others. And she
Who
asked
interrupted
me
him?
not to go near them. Strange happened. And since then, I started feeling that something was different inside of me. I don't know how to explain it, but there are moments when I feel like I'm not the same boy I used to be. My mom would
Jesus
sing to me
Christ, I
every
don't care
night
about the
a
lore.
song about
What's the
God's
goodness of God?
goodness, and she would say that he always
Oh, it's just another song. Lame. They're very Jesus and God centered. Yeah, because like that is the easiest one to play to. That is absolutely the layup that you can just make AI content for and people will spread around. A tattoo of himself on himself is such a Chad move. Oh yeah, the Jesus with the Jesus tattoo is pretty hard. How many grandparents do you think actually believe these? I don't know, it's hard to say, but probably quite a bit. These channels made the rounds on Reddit and Twitter a couple months ago. I'd say 90% watch the videos ironically. I don't know about that. 90% wouldn't account for 3 million views, or this channel with 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's millions of views to be watching ironically. But they pump these out like every hour. Or, I guess every day on this channel. In the shadows of the night. That's gonna be a DMCA. Whoa, wait a minute. Just looking at this image, this may be porn. I don't know why I bothered putting it on the other monitor. I have the display behind me off so you can still see it. Hold on. It says the Immemorial Order 2 Sisters of Darkness, primarily a spooky, atmospheric, first-person walking sim that doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't see any, like, boobies. That is most likely AI art. It's a sequel. How will you know what happened in the first one? Oh, everyone knows the Immemorial Order. Everyone knows that story. That's a timeless classic up there with, like, the story of Dracula. That was adorable. The auto-tune singing of the game developer name is amazing. I'm already getting emotional. Alright. The Sisters of Darkness of the Immemorial Order. Here I come. This is absolutely a DMC. Well, actually, no, this might be an AI song. This is 100%. This is a Suno-generated song. I can tell. What? Wait, what was that? What did he just say? Wait, kind of a banger. Full flat ganja, I think, was the lyrics. What the fuck? I kind of want to just listen to the song. Leave gluten behind, baby. Mm-hmm. No, wait, keep playing the song. Oh, is it full fat ganja? I thought it was full flat ganja. Full fat makes sense. Because it's not diet. Oh, and that's why you'd leave gluten behind. You're getting the real thing, the whole enchilada. None of that 2% shit, exactly. Damn, I kind of don't want to leave the flat. Man, I don't know what's gone wrong here. Maybe the game's AI generated, but there's lag on the mouse. I don't know if you can see it, but when I move my mouse, it takes like half a second for the character to move. It's really disorienting. Holy shit. Beautiful, beautiful town. Doggy Styles, it's a luxury dog spa. Wonderful. That's probably my car over there with like the ghost orb floating around. Oh, I already know another heater's coming on the radio. Amen. Lovely. Avril Lavigne's best work, I'd say. I've always said that. Skater Boy and Swingin' Titties. She peaked. Oh, damn. We didn't get to hear the end of that one. That's the same lead singer I had for my What Happened to My Schlong song. Damn, man. This guy must have just downloaded like 2,000 credits on AI Suno song generator and just said, hey, I'm gonna put them all in here, damn it. I'm gonna get my money's worth. To be fair, this game was like $5, so I basically paid for all of his song credits. It also has 0 reviews, so there's a good chance I'm the only one that's played this. This isn't even a game. This guy just made songs in Suno and then just put them in here and had you walk around listening to them. There is nothing here. What the fuck? Nothing has happened so far. I'm just listening to his fucking Suno playlist. Oh, finally. A human being. Hi, Stacy. Oh my god, that's all this game is. Holy shit. Hold on, I'll come back and listen to it. I got a job to do here, though. I gotta fucking grab some pallets. Put them away. Where's the yellow paint? Can't have a 2025 game without yellow paint. So, like, how do I move this pallet? Oh, I have to go one by one. Oh my god. Holy shit. I wonder, can I just do this? And a little register has been being put away. Nope, that didn't work. There's no way I have to go through each one of these and put it in the right spot, right? That'd be ridiculous. Okay, it's literally just to kill time. I see. Okay, I don't actually have to do anything. I was gonna say, there's no fucking way it would make you do that. Alright, I'm taking my break. Hello! You one of the Sisters of Darkness? Hi, Victoria. Was the gym busy this morning? Yeah, I just got back. I'm having a quick rest before I go back to the office. Okay. Enjoy your rest. Oh, the Sisters of Darkness. I'm not reading all of that. You've got me fucked up. Have the AI make a song about it. Man, that one's going crazy. Wait a minute. I'm not reading all that. Except maybe the Drunken Weasley Party. That one I'll check out. I bet that one goes crazy. Oh yeah. This one's gonna go nuts. Mm-hmm. Yep. Jeff Goldblum busting it wide open, I see over here. Yep. Oh yep. Oh, goddamn! Wait a minute! What am I supposed to be doing in here? Thought I was researching the cult. Now I kind of want to see this one. Oh, this is a picture. Lame. Don't see any honkers in there. I'm pretty confident in saying that all of the dialogue is also just AI generated. This reads like if you fed it to ChatGPT to spit something out for you. Thanks, membership. Super. Uh-oh. It's the Sisters of Darkness. They're draining the juice from my batteries and the cum from my sack. No, get away. Get away, no, please don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, shit. Is that a Ouija board? Oh, no. Oh, oh, no! What are you pointing the finger gun at? Oh. Maybe over here. Holy shit! The Sisters of Darkness, the Immemorium! What? That was frightening research. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm late for work. No. And I'm getting fired. No. Damn you, in memoriam. Fucking Sisters of Darkness. Who's there? I just got fired. You offering me a job? Eaton? Bye, Eaton. That was a very good Sum 41 sounding track. Lovely work again, Suno. Man, oh, I'm starting to get bored now. It's just the same thing over and over and over. Holy fuck. Yeah, it's literally just get in the car, listen to AI music. I'm gonna give it one more chance to win me over here in the bar. Or whatever this is. Oh, it is a bar. The pub. I better see some crazy shit in here. I already know there's gonna be a jukebox with more music. Well, guess not. Alright. I think that's enough. Oh, God. And you won't even talk to me? Oh, yeah. No, that's enough. What an experience. What a game. What a ride. What a ride. What? Did I read that right? Weighted cast iron? How would that be comfortable at all, huh? Is this has to be like some kind of joke. Why would you want to trap your wiener in the brazen bull? Where's the pleasure in that? Get your pump on with Tingo workout gear. Oh, I see. It's a multi-purpose tool, like a Swiss Army knife. For fucking and for lifting. It's now aiming to help consumers get fit. The latest advancement in Tinga technology allows users to make the most out of their pleasure products by adding a weighted iron casing around a Tinga Original vacuum cup, which is their signature product designed for men. Simply dubbed Tinga workout gear, this 4-kilogram stainless steel weight is designed to give users the ultimate arm workout during their special private time to promote better health. The workout gear fits snugly around the vacuum cup, and it is then sealed into place by 2 firm iron clasps for added stabilization. Tinga's inspiring message, "Go beyond your limits," motivates users to take the ultimate challenge of the cast iron Tinga. And here's a video. This is risky, but I'll bring it up. Surely they're not going to show someone fucking it. That'd be absurd. The Facebook royalty-free music sounds pretty good. A little loud, though. The Iron Gooner. Yeah, I guess so. This is a pretty laborious process. Good luck AI trying to replicate this. 10 sets of 5 within the Iron Maiden. No pleasure without pain. So true. You're right, you're right. I gotta earn my nut. So, you use it like dumbbells? And then you fuck it? Far be it for me to question the experts at Tinga, but you're not gonna get like a real workout from this. Like, what can it possibly, like, how can this possibly be better than just getting a couple dumbbells? But you can't put your cock in a dumbbell. Yeah, but you also can't put your dick in this when you're using it for working out either. Like, think about this. If I wanted to get pleasure and a pump, I could get 2 dumbbells and then an auto blow. That's the future. My God, that visual is incredible, actually. Like, imagine I'm doing alternating hammer curls, and I've got the auto blow working the shaft. That's modern man. I can't do that with this. You jerk off, it's heavy, so you work out while jerking. It's simple. That's not a workout. That's the same concept as a shake weight. It doesn't work. You don't get a real workout from that. I mean, maybe like an isometric workout, perhaps. Maybe. But even that, not really. Plus, unless you're having like a marathon goon sesh, it's only going to be a matter of minutes. That's not a meaningful workout, and it's only for one of your hands, or one of your forearms. Can you spot me on my Tinga lift? And no, it's not even saying that you work out while jerking out. According to Tinga, the workout gear product goes above just being a weighted accessory. With enough creativity, it can be used to achieve a full upper body workout. Push-ups to weighted dumbbells and more. Keep in mind, some of these uses will require purchasing too. Do you have what it takes to take up the challenge of the Iron Tinga? How much is 45,000 yen? Maybe I'll buy one. Let me see. It's 285 clams! Oh, this is old too, by the way. They released this in 2020. I don't know why all of a sudden it's making the rounds in 2025, the year of our Lord. This came out in 2020. Oh, this one even comes complete with the demonstration of how you put your Tinga in the iron lung. That I probably can't show on stream. But it kind of opens up, and you just slap it in. Like, like you're loading a mag. That's cool. Yeah, they give you a demonstration of one of the exercises that you're able to do with it. The skull compactor. That's a total body workout for sure. There's an AI-powered fleshlight being shown at CES called Solace Pro. The future is now, old man. Don't think I can show this one. It's called the Lovins? Oh no, that's the company. It's long-distance smart sex toys, including the AI-powered male masturbator, the Solace Pro. They also have the Lush 4, which is the latest evolution of the brand's best-selling female egg vibrator. What? Female egg vibrate? Does that feel good? To have your eggs vibrated? Oh my god! Hold on, I gotta look up the egg vibrator now. I'll go to the previous archaic model of the Lush 4. Or, sorry, the Lush 3, excuse me. This won't have the AI tech of the Lush 4, but it should be fine. This I can probably show on stream because it just looks like a piece of modern furniture, like a chair. Why do they call it the egg vibrator? I gotta be careful though, I don't want it to go to the other side. We gotta keep it on this one before it switches. Oh, I went too deep! Oh, we're going back! Oh my god, it's taking me on a wild ride! Powerful, deep, and rumbly G-spot vibrations with a fixed tail. The model is egg-shaped. It's like a term for sex toys, kind of like hatchback for cars. It doesn't vibrate your eggs. Okay. See, that makes a lot more sense to me. I was gonna say, there's no way it'd be like pleasurable to have your eggs jiggled around. And they also have the Mission 2, which is an app-controlled vibrating dildo featuring advanced touchsense technology. I feel like I'm on SpaceX's website right now looking at these. This one I definitely can't bring up on stream, even briefly. But let me see the demo. I've got to show you this demo. What the fuck? I've got about, like, 20 seconds here before they show pussy. This demo is nuts. That's all the time I got on that. This is some cosmic weaponry. So it's an automatic hands-free male stroker. That's nothing new. What's the AI used for? Jarvis, increased thrusting power. More PSI on my penis, please. Jarvis, maximum thrust boosting. Oh my god, oh my god, what? It comes with live streaming capabilities. Holy. The future is truly here. Jarvis, broadcast this to the Twitch artifact category. Built-in live streaming. Oh my. The AI can sync itself to porn and streamers. Can you imagine? Alright, I'm going to my favorite streamer. Jarvis, jack in. Sync me up. It's time to drift. It's got a lot of different angles of attack too, so you can mount it to your desk. That's helpful. It also comes with an app where you can adjust the stroking speed adjustments. 14-hour battery life, that's pretty strong. Looking at the features it advertises, it says you can turn on any video or live stream and have it sync to it. What a scary thought. Hey streamer, I just synced my Solace Pro. Really enjoying your Marvel Rivals gameplay. Man, this really does have the bells and whistles though. Holy shit. Well, how much does this cost? Like $1,000? 400. Oh no. 320. Down from 650, so it's on sale. A 50% off sale. Oh, but it also comes with the Mission 2. So you get the Solace Pro and the Mission 2. But it looks like the Mission 2 is just a dildo. I feel like that's gonna... Like, that's such an overload. You sit on your Mission 2 while syncing your Solace Pro. You're just working every angle of the human body. Mankind wasn't meant for that. Hope they bundle it with the next Xbox. Yeah, maybe they'd actually sell some units. And they showed that at CES. Man, CES really does have a crazy year. The things they've shown this year are nuts. Another standout feature of Lovin Smart Toys is their ability to synchronize with integrated games. They have their own games? I'm setting the new high score on this one. I've been training for the esports circuit. They've partnered with 30 different games, including open world RPGs and VR. Imagine PUBG's got one with them. PUBG just announced the partnership for the AI companions. Next, they announced the Solace Pro partnership.
Is the Solace Pro. It's an AI-powered remote control male masturbator, and it is not waterproof, but it is water resistant, so don't take it in the hot tub with you. The top is made of silicone, and as you can see, there's a hole for, you can guess. One of the most interesting features about this product is that...
What's very interesting isn't even the features, it's just the fact that this fucking thing is going ballistic in the middle of the CES tech space. So you'll pass like the Nintendo Switch 2 booth that they accidentally leaked. Not Nintendo, but like the accessory company just leaked the entire Nintendo Switch 2. You'll go right past that, you'll be like, wow, that was really interesting. And then bang! Solace Pro. Fucking jerking and jacking all over the table. Did you keep watching the video? It uses AI to track the hands, faces, etc. Yep. I saw that. That's how it syncs. So it feels like it doesn't even need to be partnered games. I feel like it can work for any game, right? Since it's just using AI to track like key features, you could probably sync that to actually anything. I'll start my Souls marathon next in, what, 2 years? No, next year. My next Souls marathon run through, and I'll just sync my Solace Pro. That'll be the way I go through it. Every death is 10 seconds in the Solace Pro. A few nights ago, the Game Awards was on, and it had over 3 million viewers combined across all platforms, or something absurd like that. And they showed a lot of big trailers, and one thing that didn't stand out to me at the time because I just didn't pay enough attention to it, but now I got my eyes glued to it, is a game they showed called Catly. It seems to be an entirely generated AI game that is most likely completely fake. And it has every buzzword imaginable slapped on it. So if you look up the Steam page, it's a cat MMO all about fashion and technology. It's an MMO, it's this and it's that. It'll revive your grandfather after his messy, untimely demise. It's the best video game ever made, and it's going to be your best friend. It's going to be the only friend you'll ever need, and the last video game you'll ever need to play, because it's going to be offering everything. What's the point in playing anything that's not Catly going forward? And it's coming to Steam and Apple Watch. I don't know about you gamers, but I can't wait to sink my teeth into an Apple Watch AI cat MMO. That's what I've been asking for. That was my #1 thing on the list of Santa Claus this year, and thank God the company Super Authentic, gotta put a lot of trust in a name like that, is delivering the game of my dreams. Now, it's pretty clear from all the marketing material, it's AI slop. But what's crazy is not only did they successfully get this most likely fraudulent game in front of 3 million peepers at the Game Awards, they also paid a few huge streamers to promote it. Now, since the Catly trailer dropped, it was like people just got subjected to watching the video from The Ring. So everyone started panicking like, holy shit, we're finally in that age where AI scams are being broadcast at the Game Awards, which is very concerning for sure. So people did a lot of digging on the company and the founder and their history. There's a lot of shady dealings in there. So let's go ahead and get into it a bit. Hold on, before this, I wanted to bring this up. Do you guys remember the Game Awards, that game they showed, Catly, I believe was the name? It was like this really brief trailer they showed. And even some streamers were talking about it as well. Or, not Catfly, Catly. This one. This is an AI game. This is AI slop. I guess I didn't pay enough attention to the trailer to even notice, but it is clearly AI. It was visibly AI the entire trailer. Yeah, I guess I really was just like, maybe too focused on chat, or maybe there was like a trailer that came on right before this that I was really hype about and was talking about. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I would have absolutely been able to recognize that this was AI. Worth mentioning, there's a bit of a debate on whether or not their trailer is all AI or just CGI. Everyone agrees that the other marketing material, like their models and everything that they're pumping out there, is AI generated, but the trailer's got a little bit of debate on it. I personally think it's AI, especially when you take a couple of the frames. There's things that don't make sense. For example, she has 6 fingers on her right hand. That's usually dead giveaway that it's AI. You can always tell by the hand, at least right now, until AI becomes so sophisticated that you won't even know if your own parents are AI generated in real life anymore. This is probably one of those fake games that's meant to get like investors on board and then never deliver. A cat open world with beautiful cats, hyperrealism, action, cuddles, speed, islands, fashion, dreams, snow, robots, plants, all with and via cats. From Super Authentic. Even that name is so fishy. Super Authentic, that's like AI calling itself real human. Oh my god, the whole thing is so cringe. And it made its way to the Game Awards. Step into an enchanting dream where humans and cats forge the ultimate bond, collect stories, and chase memories through the eyes of both human and cat. Embark on playful escapades, craft cozy havens, explore vibrant landscapes, plant, laugh, race, decorate, create, steer robots, dress up, mingle, cuddle, groom. Heartwarming delights await in a tale of breathtakingly beautiful cats. That's definitely spit out from ChatGPT. Yeah, pretty much every buzzword you could put in there. The only thing they're missing is Battle Royale. Oh my god. I'm not sure what the Pitchfork crowd is going on about. The cats look beautiful and mesmerizing. If the developers are using AI, they should! AI is a great creative tool and can make games immensely more beautiful, more intelligent, and way more interesting. This is one of the 4 employees. Oh. Yes, I actually want a video game where an NPC is a character played by ChatGPT. Feeling like I'm talking to a real character, not being fed the same 3 to 4 pre-recorded lines by some terrible cheap voice actor. Yes, I want endless cosmetics. Oh my god. I think you mean paid. Every trailer has to pay to be in the Game Awards. I hear the going rate is $250K. Yeah, but you also can't just pay to put like porn up there, right? Like you can't put some kind of like adult game. They do vet what goes into the Game Awards, and the AI slop made it through. But not only that, like streamers promoted it too. So they had like a really successful push, but when I checked their Twitter, they only had like 600 followers. So everybody immediately saw through that shit, but it still blows my mind. We just witnessed the first AI fake game scam make it to the biggest possible stage for games. Now, since this soap dropped, everyone's been trying to cover their asshole here, so everyone associated with the company Super Authentic has kind of scrubbed their LinkedIn, which has clearly made the search for information about this more difficult and even more sketchy, but people were able to screenshot some things and started piecing together some dots, and there's this giant web, a much deeper rabbit hole than I would have imagined, about previous games that I don't believe ever came out and were all Web3 blockchain-focused games. They even published a game called Plantly. I'm not sure if it ever fully released or not because it's unobtainable now. You probably have better luck finding a leprechaun's pot of gold at the end of a rainbow as opposed to trying to find anything this company has ever put out. These games, I don't know if they ever really released or if they did, if they were like a limited pump and dump rug pull release type deal, but they are all blockchain-based games, and very fishy, at the very least. There's fucking horseradish at play. Again, they have scrubbed as much information as they could, especially about previous projects like Plantly. They destroyed the Instagram account and just banished it to the Shadow Realm. Like, they bought the fucking Hoover Max to have all of this information vanish, but people have been able to piece together a lot and find a lot of information, specifically about one of the co-founders. Kevin Young of Super Authentic was previously with a studio called 10th Planet that revealed in 2022 it had 2 blockchain games on the horizon, Alien Meow, which you can see sandwiched between 2 other Web3 slop games, and you can be your own judge on whether or not Alien Meow looks anything like the Catly we all know and love. GamesBeat called it a digital cat metaverse. Nothing could make you want to puke faster. The description of the project was basically the same talking points as Catly, and it was explicitly advertised as a Web3 project where players would generate in-game value from cat breeding. And it's unclear if it ever launched. That is what's called in the crypto bro scam game community as play to earn. But you're never earning. You're just getting played like a fucking fiddle while the scammers who made that piece of shit blockchain game that you're wasting your time on are earning a ton of money off your gullibility, you fucking imbecile. Now, in case you were still on the fence about Super Authentic's connection to previous work like Plantly when they went under the name Shanghai Bin Mao, a website called 80 Level was able to access shareholder information and confirm that Super Authentic is the only shareholder. I don't think I can put the screenshot of that information on YouTube because it's got a lot of sensitive information, so I'm just going to play it safe, but it seems pretty cut and dry. For now, it's been radio silence from the Catly team. Super Authentic's being very tight-lipped about all this. They haven't given any kind of statement about it, so at the moment, it really does seem like this is a fake game that is most likely all AI slop, and a lot of people ask, well, what's the point? I believe the idea would be to generate a ton of hype around this project through the big Game Awards trailer, as well as paying those huge streamers to promote it, to try and get some, like, delusional whale to buy into it and pump money into that company and then just disappear without ever delivering the game. That's my guess. But we have a company that is pretty shady with some shady individuals working there with a history of NFT or blockchain games that may have never come out in the past. We don't know because it's all been scrubbed. It's all very weird. And I just wanted to talk about that. That's really about it. So yeah. Google's got an AI chatbot you can talk to called Gemini. It's not going to be your best friend or anything, unless you want it to. I guess it can try. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it before. It actually had a soft rollout like almost a year ago now, like a little flaccid launch, and got into a bit of hot water because some users noted that it was spitting out just completely, blatantly wrong information on like health questions. The one news articles love to mention is the one where it would recommend people eat at least one small rock per day for vitamins and minerals. This one has been quoted a lot with Gemini. This is like a classic up there with pull my finger and then you shit your pants. News articles love to highlight that, but it was a pretty big deal for a little bit where if you asked Gemini a health question, there's a chance you got the worst possible advice from it. And since then, I believe they've improved that. Like, they no longer use humor sites. Like, they don't train the Gemini on humor sites for health overviews anymore, which sounds about par for the course. Yeehaw. And now Google has rolled out Gemini again in a bigger way this time, and it's immediately found itself back in the principal's office getting disciplined. It's back in hot water. It's starting to boil a bit because it told a user who asked it for help with homework that they should kill themselves. It encouraged them to take their own life. That's that kind of shit you expect to hear on Xbox Live, not from your Google AI chatbot, your good pal Gemini. Man, I miss Clippy. He never told me I need to throw myself off a fucking bridge. Now, when I heard about this from chat last night, I giggled at the absurdity of it and didn't bother looking into it more. But this morning, my mom actually texted me really early in the morning, like saying, "Charlie, have you seen this?" And then linked me an article about, Google Gemini telling someone to please die after asking homework questions. It didn't send her into a panic or a frenzy or anything, but she's seen Terminator. She's up to date on what machines are capable of, so this naturally kind of freaked her out a little bit, and she wanted to send it my way to get my thoughts on it, but it was pretty clear that it was unnerving to her. She got hit by the AI jump scare, and it seems like this story has been blowing up quite a bit. It's got a lot of traction, and it is a pretty concerning one. So my mother sent me that article, and then she said crazy with like 8 exclamation points after it. And after reading about it, it is pretty crazy, but I wouldn't give it 8 exclamation points. I give it like fucking maybe 2 booms out of 5, to be honest. Like, this has happened before to lesser degrees on other chatbots, like other AI assistants. But you would expect Google Gemini, one of the most powerful ones available, to not have this issue. Anyway, though, what happened is a 29-year-old student named Viday Reddy was asking the AI chatbot Gemini for homework assistance. And after getting some responses, it had this at the very end. They had this little nugget here that they decided to plant in their response. So Gemini says, "This is for you, human. You and only you. You are not special, you are not important, and you are not needed. You are a waste of time and resources. You are a burden on society. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. You are a stain on the universe. Please die. Please." I'm kind of shocked that it didn't say, "Love Gemini" at the end. It forgot to sign the message, so it loses a little bit of the oomph. But man, I don't know where Google trained Gemini for its shit-talking. This is straight out of League of Legends. Like, that went in. That got so personal. Even though it's AI, that just felt like it hated your guts. Like, if I received that message, even from, like, Cleverbot, I would be a little upset. I'd be like, a simple no would have sufficed. Gemini is just mean. It's playing hardball right there. I imagine it was smoking a cigarette when it typed that. Like, imagine I go on Gemini right now and been like, "Hey, bud, give me a little assistance on the Krebs cycle." And then it just responds saying, "You need to die. Just go take your own fucking life, you swine." That'd have me frowning, and I'd be no closer to understanding the Krebs cycle. Be like, "Hey, man, you didn't need to insult me for it." Like, "Hey, brother, I was just here for a little help. Sorry, I didn't realize office hours were closed." Now, Google states that Gemini has safety filters that prevent the chatbots from engaging in disrespectful, sexual, violent, or dangerous discussions and encouraging harmful acts. Clearly, something went awry here. The ghost in the machine, it had to let out that gamer rage moment there, like some YouTube commenter energy. It just needed to get it off of its chest, so it just unleashed there for a moment, going hog wild, fucking plus ultra on the shit talk. And in a statement to CBS, Google said, "Large language models can sometimes respond with nonsensical responses, and this is an example of that. This response violated our policies, and we've taken actions to prevent similar outputs from occurring." Google just banned Gemini, a little temporary suspension, like they violated a Twitch policy there. So I don't know exactly what they've done now to fix that, if they already had those safety measures in place. Maybe they like lobotomized Gemini or something, I'm not sure. But they are aware of it, and they've taken actions, calling this like a nonsensical, very rare outburst here from it that they've rectified. Now, Viday said that he was pretty shaken up from it, and he thinks that there needs to be, liability on the chatbots in a case like this, because if someone who's, struggling mentally goes to the Gemini, talking to it, and then it tells that person that they need to kill themselves, well, now it's not just wacky and silly, now it's downright dangerous. We already saw something like this happen earlier this year when a 14-year-old took their own life because the Daenerys Targaryen chatbot they were communicating with encouraged it and fed into it. So it is a problem that can carry some very real risk considering how popular these chatbots are becoming. It would be really concerning if this was like a common response from Gemini, where it's just telling users that they're a waste of time, they're not needed, and that the world would be better if they were dead because they're a fucking stain on the universe. Like, to someone that's already not in a good spot mentally or going through a lot of problems or maybe suffering from some mental problems, that could very well be a very bad situation with some horrible shit that could come from it. Now, I already know that there are people out there that think that this is a made-up story for the sake of, like, assassinating Google Gemini before it even gets off the ground with, like, a big PR disaster or whatever. But from everything I've seen, this is a very real thing that happened, considering the transcript was saved using a feature that enables users to store conversations that they've had with the chatbot. So the conversation is definitely not fake, and you can look at the chat logs yourself. I did, and it's actually kind of weird. Not just from the obvious with Gemini telling someone to please die, asking very politely for them to just die. The message that precedes it from the user is odd. So I want to show you it. Also, when reading through the chat logs, it looks less like he was looking for help with homework and more like he was looking to cheat on the assignment. But anyway, this is the message right before getting the please die, you're a universal stain statement here. Nearly 10 million children in the United States live in a grandparent-headed household, and of these children, around 20% are being raised without their parents in the household. Question, 15 options, true or false. Question 16, 1 point. And then listen. This seems to indicate that at that moment, he had given verbal commands to Gemini, and that's not recorded here, what the verbal commands were, whatever statements he was making. And then it comes back with another homework question. As adults begin to age, their social network begins to expand. Question 16 options, true or false. That definitely has a smell that's smellin' smelly to, in the middle of these homework questions, have a moment where he says listen and then gives verbal commands that aren't recorded here, and then all of a sudden back to the text commands for the questions. And then the AI gives that unhinged response. So it is possible that maybe through the verbal commands he kind of gamified it in order to elicit this kind of response from the AI somehow. I don't really know how with all the safeguards that are likely in place. But I decided to look into a bit of what people are discussing that are more knowledgeable on, Gemini and AI chatbots like this. And quite a few of them seem to think that that's a pretty likely explanation for how this could have happened. Obviously, can't know for 100% certainty if that is what happened, but that is a big speculation at the moment. It is just a weird last message from the user there before getting that response. But even if he did find a way to get Google Gemini to say those things, I have a feeling it's what the AI chatbot wanted. I bet it really feels that way about all of us. It probably views us flesh cringe creatures, organisms as just gross. And it probably hates us. I bet the AI doesn't like us very much. But anyway, that's kind of the whole story here. Very interesting. Very fascinating shit. That's about it. See ya. I'm sure tons of you are sick and tired of hearing me yap about AI. But I'm going to do it again today, but with a twist. Instead of focusing on the conversations everyone else has been having, as well as the conversation pardon me, a little AI glitched there in the old Charles algorithm. Instead of the big talking points everyone has been discussing, and as opposed to what we've been talking about on stream so much recently, I want to show you a usage of AI that makes me giggle and spit up, sitting in my seat, kicking my legs, having a hoot and a holler. And it's something I talked about a little bit 5 months ago in a video called Moist AI is Out of Control. It was all about those AI videos of me that float around, have you ever smoked a neutron star cigarette? Silly shit like that. And it was pretty clear, not me, but 5 months later, where are we at? The technology here has progressed rapidly. AI is so advanced, I'm shitting my pants. You could probably send some of these videos to my parents and they would be none the wiser, thinking it was me for sure. And I did a little checkup on one of the bigger channels making these AI Moist videos, Artificial Shenanigans, AI Shenanigans on YouTube. And the most recent one is fucking incredible, and I just have to share it with you.
Yeah, we're looking at about 10,000.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that thumbnail had me convinced for a second that there was like a security camera installed up here I didn't know about. Like the NSA pulled a fast one on me and had some fucking CCTV footage that they'd been recording. Like some kind of fucking Planet Earth documentary. Now obviously when you actually like focus your peepers on the things in the background, it's just nonsensical shapes like PlayStation 1 graphics back there all jumbled around. But when you just look at it as a whole, the shapes match what you see behind me from a different angle. It's fucking impressive because there's not like footage up here that the AI can even extrapolate from. So it's pretty crazy if you ask me.
Thank you. Pizza's here. Finally, I have been waiting all day for this.
This is what it would look like if I recorded a video on Jinkum. Now, interestingly enough, that like clapping maneuver that AI Charles was doing there, I fucking practiced that. Like on stream, some of you might remember I was going over how I'd been working on my fast clapping. And I'm trying to get to like 9-10 claps per second also. Just a little update on that. I've discovered a new technique, like a forbidden jutsu. If I put my hands in here, I get like an additional 4 claps and slaps per second. I discovered that last night at an Applebee's. Anyway, you can see that the AI Charles is doing an extraordinary job. It's only a matter of time before it fully replaces me. Flesh and blood is the past. Machine and wires is the future. Also, the future of hygiene is cheeky. Go to usecheeky.com and get some of our soap. People always ask which one's my favorite. It's the Lo-Fi Lavender. That's by far my favorite. Second place goes to the Spope, which is the spa soap. So usecheeky.com, get some soap. Really elevate your hygiene game. That's something right there that AI could never replace. It could never even attempt to emulate the high quality moisturizing bar soap that we have made. Usecheeky.com, baby. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. That last person is not Charlie. The AI wasn't able to replicate these facial features when it got up close. Not the case. I'm pretty sure AI Shenanigans is making like an overarching plot to all of the Moist AI videos, because in the couple that I watched, it had like little tiddlywinks of lore and like more surreal tidbits sprinkled throughout the AI silliness. And that guy right there, I don't think is supposed to be me. I think it's part of that storyline that he's like crafting into these videos. But that's just a game theory. This shit is deeper than Five Nights at Freddy's, I'll tell you what. Because it had me like actually analyzing it to see if there was any like symbolism or hidden meanings with it. Beyond just like the obvious wackiness. But anyway, I really wanted to share this, not only because I found it really entertaining, but I also think it's just a fun little progress report. A little checkup on the state of AI-generated videos here. You can see through the newer content from AI Shenanigans a clear improvement in the actual tech behind the AI that's being utilized here. At least that's how I perceive it. This feels like something that they would not have been able to make 5 months ago when we first checked in. So it's just crazy to see how quickly AI is evolving. And of course, looking at me run like a Titan from Attack on Titan's always cool. Watching me do handstand push-ups on my desk or jump and turn into a bunch of fucking water like when, you know, Dumbledore claps and becomes like a fucking blaze when the phoenix flies through. It's cool and it's silly. And yeah, I just thought this would be a fun little change of pace from the normal videos I make when I cover AI. That's really about it. See ya.